Now let's jam through this next one. So again, the first step that I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify this as much as I can. I get b at x equals, I factor the 2 out, 2x plus 2 all over x squared plus 1. Now you guys have to remember, x squared plus 1 does not factor. There's a difference of 2 squares, but there's nothing for a sum of 2 squares. Looking through this information, well, again, let's see what we have right here. So we're looking for a vertical asymptote, we're looking for a horizontal asymptote, an x-intercept, we're looking for a y-intercept, and we're looking for the point of discontinuity. Let's launch off with my vertical asymptote. If I look at the bottom right here, can this bottom ever equal 0? And the answer very simply is no, it can't. If I look at x squared plus 1 equals 0, I minus 1 from both sides. I get x squared equals negative 1, or x equals the square root of negative 1. Now, for you guys that are pretty savvy, you can say, well, that equals I, and it does equal I, that is true, but I still does not exist in the real number system because it's an imaginary number. So simply, I don't have a vertical asymptote. Horizontal asymptote. I take a look at this and we notice the degree on the top is 1 and the degree on the bottom is 2. So the degree on the top is lower than the degree on the bottom, meaning my horizontal asymptote is simply going to be at y equals 0. My x-intercept occurs when the top equals 0. So taking a gander at this, the top equals 0 when x equals negative 2. My y-intercept, looking at this right here, my y-intercept is going to be when I substitute x for 0. So we get b at 0 equals 2, 0 plus 2 all over 0 squared plus 1, which is going to give me 2 times 2 is 4, 0 squared plus 1 is 1, so my y-intercept is going to occur when y equals 4. Finally, my point of discontinuity, as you guys can see, nothing canceled here. Since nothing canceled, I don't have a point of discontinuity. Well, we're on a roll. Let's get to the next one. So my next one, we have c at x, and I'm going to factor everything. So I get 2x all over x minus 2, x plus 2. Looking at this, again, we're going to go vertical asymptote. I'm going to rewrite that slightly to make it look a bit nicer. We're going to go vertical asymptote. I guess that's a bit nicer. Horizontal asymptote, x-inter, y-inter, and POD. So, vertical asymptote, well, in this case, we notice that we have two vertical asymptotes. My vertical asymptotes occur at my non-permissible values, which would be plus or minus 2. So my vertical asymptote is going to be at x equals plus or minus 2. My horizontal asymptote. I see again the degree on the top as 1, the degree on the bottom is 2, so the degree on the top is lower than the degree on the bottom. So my horizontal asymptote is going to occur at y equals 0. My x-intercept occurs when the top equals 0, so it will occur when x equals 0. My y-intercept occurs when I substitute in 0, so I go c at 0 equals 2 times 0 all over 0 squared minus 4, which again gives me the 0. So my y-intercept occurs at y equals 0. Lastly, my point of discontinuity, we again see that nothing canceled. So poor point of discontinuity, they don't get one. I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next lesson where we go through the next examples.